Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Disco Elysium. If there's a discrepancy in the time you see in the bottom right corner between the end of last episode and the start of this one, it's because I left the game running like a pleb.
Looks like.
But it's only 10 minutes or something.
Town, but the clowns are still here.
Alright, let's see. With this level of authority, I've got 72%. Let's try.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
I need Kim in his gun here for my demonstration.
What the fuck are you talking about? Gun? No one's gonna let you wave a gun around here.
And the only thing for keeping this town from going to hell and you're not helping.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
Kylie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
That's a lie. There's no race rally.
Sure there is. Kylie said they're bulk purchasing confetti. Ribbons, too. And loudspeakers. And fireworks. Kylie works at the carnival shop, you see?
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It will make you look awful.
Well, that went well. Again. I'm going to make a save this time, because this time it is quite important that I don't fuck up.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I put another point in it again. I've got 80% chance now.
As you look
There you
around
go.
this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco, does this look familiar?
Where have I seen this before?
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time.
I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority around here.
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No. I got drunk, so drunk I drove my car into the sea. I don't give a shit either, just like you guys.
Speak for yourself, buddy. We've been giving a shit for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
He picks the beer back up.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it, it's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
He looks at her.
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her. But you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What's her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's I'm on due, with an O-U.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. She knows you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop.
Miss Classier.
Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours.
Miss Solania disco dancer.
Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around.
Keep it cool.
You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name, with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat starts forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly.
I don't understand what's so cool here.
Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off, calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup.
Thank you, I'll talk to her.
Remember what I said. Freight train of pain.
I'm gonna take off now. God, Jesus. Gotta go to sleep. My morale's so low. I did not say the right things at all. My morale just took an absolute battering. I got that thing that gives me morale, but I never seem to actually pick the options that give me any morale. Only ever the ones that take it away. My social anxiety even comes through in this game. I cannot talk to people. I'm absolutely dogshit at it. As in Joey the person, not the character. I think Harry's probably fine. It's me. His avatar of destruction. Ruining everything for him. Anyway, I'll go speak to Kim tomorrow and be like, yeah, by the way, I got authority over everyone. It's pretty cool. It's legitness. -1 composure. That's fine. What is my composure stat right now? Low. Yeah, it's 2. King shit. I need more suggestion as well. But yeah, I've still got a skill point to use now that I leveled up again. But I've got to go to sleep. Okay.
It's
99.
getting cold.
I can't do this again yet. The old trying to cut my own throat sort of shit.
On the table, you see a bowl of water.
Need to increase my shaving, but I can't.
The
Right.
bed is
Go to
comfortable.
sleep. I can also send the body away now because I'm done with what I need
The
to
bed
do.
underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is going to be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
Okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad.
Hear that? He doesn't even flinch. Iceman doesn't care about killing people.
No, I do. It's
That's
just-
nothing to him.
it's in the past.
Blackwater, under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last stream?
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Her face forms in summertime.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Open your eyes. Ugh. My fucking head. Shake it off, Harry. Okay. Hello, Kim. Good morning. See, I never told him I wouldn't take the boots. In fact, I explicitly told him I would take the boots. Let's go speak to Classier. Who I did tell I didn't know I was a cop and didn't know anything about reality. But I'm sure she'll be kind. They won't do anything mean to me to lower my morale any further, right? My morale's already fucked. I've also got a point to put in suggestion if I want to. But my authority's up now, so I can do more authoritarian things. Like, say, give me the information on this woman, bitch! And then they have to do it. I want to buy some magnesium. Because there's always magnesium money that I can buy. What does the raincoat give me? Also,
You see several. The packages are small, discreet,
I'm not going to steal what
sloppily
raincoat.
stacked.
Just
making
endurance. I don't need endurance. Right, let's buy some medicine.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
I'll take some
They all-
hypnogamma.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thank you. Just up to 4. Just up to 4. 4's good. It's less expensive than buying 3 of the 1 cost. So if you have the excess money, it's better for you to do so. Alright. I'm a poor cop. Where's my pay slip coming in? That's what I need. Anywho. Let's go speak to Classier. Or try, at least. Oh yeah, by the way, Kim, I got authority to go and speak to her. Just so you know. Oh, I found out who she was. So she was sexually assaulted by the victim. Well, actually, straight up raped. But...
The door is closed.
Wait. Knock, knock.
The door,
Who is it?
A woman's voice answers muffled by the door.
tired, controlled.
This is the police. Can we come in?
Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair.
Cool. Let's have a look around. Parts of dirty clothes are woman's. Her tab bill calculations looks like she's had an extended stay. She's made around 4 months of payments for this room. 4 months? Jesus. You see the yard below, the corpse is no longer there.
This medicine cabinet is full of wares. Sheets of pills, haphazardly stacked, one on top of the other. There's also a toothbrush somewhere in there.
Look at the toothbrush.
It's been used quite a lot.
Look at the medications.
Pharmaceuticals line the shelves. Sheet upon sheet of pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetylic acid, APAP, eye drops, blood thinners.
There's quite the collection in here.
Anything of note?
Search the bottles.
Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language you can't read. Behind them, an unusually shaped nasal spray. Its label reads, Nacra. Nacra? This is used to treat opioid overdoses. Always handy to have around.
Nacra, opioid antagonist.
Interesting. That's used for diamorphine overdoses.
The lieutenant nods and then looks at the door. Search the pill sheets.
Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gotvaldian, marked red blister packs you find. What do you find? This is going to take a little know-how.
Okay, close the cabinet for now. I want to increase my odds by getting more electrochemistry. Which should not be hard to do. That's the same. Okay.
This medicine cabinet is stocked
Let's have a
with
look.
drugs. A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat just holding that little plastic container.
Lieutenant, I also see a brand called Preptide.
Preptide, a euphemism for pharmaceutical amphetamine. Prescription speed.
The fuck are you waiting for? Let's get super fucking preppy.
What's so exciting about this orange bottle?
It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders. But what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed.
Nah. We're off. We're on that clean life now, baby. I don't do that shit no more. Understand me? We're good now. Or we try to be good. This bed had been hastily made.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo.
Run my finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
Okay, interesting. We're out onto the rooftop. Beautiful. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. Look, a handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
Move your hand fast.
You catch a single white flower between your fingers. The rest fly off into the wind. It's a maybell. The young woman looks at the maybell in your hand. Just a glance, then takes a drag of her cigarette. The lieutenant gives you an acknowledging little nod.
I managed to grab it with pure skill alone. Dried maybells. It's the wildflower you caught. One of the bouquet of mugettes you found on the welling roof is shedding its petal quickly in your pocket. Hello, love. How you doing?
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here.
It's much nicer now.
Now eyes wander north toward the yard.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Mentioned a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the Infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Oh yeah, feel the power.
I have very little idea of what I'm doing.
You're doing just fine. After all, your path has led you back to me.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her menthol cigarette.
Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
What's your name, miss, for the record?
Clausier Amandou.
Same name that Titus gave you. It sounds Oranese, as does her accent.
What do you do, miss? What's your specialization?
Something stupid.
What's that?
Oranese lit.
Oranese lit.
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese literature about?
Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
What about Revacholian literature? People sometimes reveal things about themselves when they discuss such matters.
Revacholian literature too?
No. Revacholian lit is about how magnificent and serious Revachol is. It's about how you have to save the world.
The world's unimportant. I want to hear about you.
Strange. Usually the Revacholian hero does not save women.
She breathes in the menthol-flavored fumes, savouring it.
It's a frivolous pursuit. He saves all of mankind instead.
She seems quite relaxed for a victim of assault. But, of course, what seems should not be your priority.
Oranese lit. What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
Cool.
It's not very cool, but what can you do?
Can we take a look at your passport, please?
I'm afraid you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Are you from Oranje?
Right, sir. Vredefort, Republic of Oranje. I guess you could say I am an Oranese expatriate.
Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
What is this wildflower?
She looks at the dried petals in your palm, then lightly touches one with her fingernail.
Pretty. Looks like a dried maybell. Is that the one you caught? Sambo style?
Why was it there?
Why was there a flower on the roof? I don't know, officer. Because of the wind?
Or an admirer?
Any admirers, miss?
Admirers? I'm too old to be a debutante. And this place is no fashionable society.
Question avoided. Let's conclude that she has admirers. Plenty of them.
They tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
Were you sexually assaulted, miss?
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
She takes a quick drag and perturbed.
Yes.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Not that early.
She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below.
It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake?
So were you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
It's all very organic. Her mannerisms, her movements. If she's acting, she's quite gifted. By they, she means the Hardy Boys.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Curtis asked you to spice things up for us.
Pretty much.
She has a coffee cup in both hands.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
What did happen between you and the victim?
We partied.
What kind of partying? The kind I do.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
Were feelings involved?
A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet and calm.
Downstairs, at the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age?
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his... I don't know. Hair.
Another puff, more nervous.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
It must have been hard for you seeing him there.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes,
Jackpot.
The call reporting the hanging, it was you.
I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss.
The caller's voice was disguised.
I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little.
Nicked it how?
With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
So, she's Scott's mystery phone cutter.
And in the process, you broke the landline downstairs.
Did I? Fuck. I didn't mean to. I had no idea what I was doing.
Jigsaw falling into place. This is satisfying. Good catch. I appreciate the symmetry.
Thank you, Logic.
Still, that's pretty clever tampering. Simple and clever. Crossing the lines like that.
Seems you had some idea. That was nifty.
Thanks.
She manages a smile.
She looks a bit like a little girl who's just been complimented on her bike repair skills.
Why go through all the trouble?
I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
We're not entirely convinced about that answer, but okay. Let it slide. Pushing won't help here.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there.
What'd they hang him for, if not rape?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
And his role in this strike was what?
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
How do the Hardy Boys know you?
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
And how did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
Could that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
I also just realised I forgot to go to the apartment block at night time and speak to the man, but I can do that tonight. What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
As he says so, you feel the young woman looking at you and get a feeling you can't quite put your finger on. A suspicion?
I had something else before we go, a little thing.
She nods. Silvery cigarette fumes disappear into her
I
mouth.
noticed your room is close to mine. I have a personal question.
Yes, you're just one room away.
She pours herself more coffee, very personal.
Good. Yes. This means she could have heard something. Like what you were doing before you blacked out.
Were you in Sunday night? I need to know what I did before I lost my memory.
You do not need to know that. What you need is to ask normal police questions. Like,
I can ask her when Kim's gone. Nice room you got here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
That window's new.
It is.
She moves slightly to her left to check her reflection in it.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. He finds the answer unsatisfying.
What were you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
how long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
The bills downstairs concur.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in Martinez.
I heard this is where the washed-up disco has-beens go.
You're too young to call yourself a disco has-been.
I'm really not.
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachol, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
It was quite impressive. How do you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the anti-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
The anti-star is, or was, a Vespertine rock and roll star who liked to do drugs. He did so many drugs, he eventually mutated into a corpse.
The collection includes an Aqua, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
That's all as far as that goes, then.
Very funky.
I have other questions for you.
Okay.
I'm going to look her in the eye, but in a minute. Let's return to this
Why
later, miss.
not? I'll be here until 11 p.m., drinking coffee, most likely.
Volition. My volition is already up 1. I could probably improve it more, although maybe not with what I've got. Volition is one of those things I don't have a lot of ways of getting higher. Yeah. Okay, what about this door? Can I break it down?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Alright, Kim. How you doing?
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys.
His voice is lowered,
Harper
half
isn't
there.
just went out the window.
You think this will make them cooperate?
Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Why did she tell us all of that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
You would have caught it.
I would have caught it.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
She seems candid.
You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. The appearance of candor with some facts thrown in draws attention away from whatever one chooses to omit. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our inquiries will bring us back here soon enough.
Indeed. Quite right. Right, let's get physical instrument on the way. Physical instrument is +1. Where's the other one? Was it also a shirt? Is that why? Or have I got minus physical instrument from something? Nope. Here goes Joey looking through his shit again because he can't pay attention to more than one thing at once. Oh yeah, it was also a shirt, that's why. Alright, let's have a look.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
Push.
It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the
Where does this lead
brackets.
to?
I don't know, Lieutenant Yefreiter. It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
Do you think it's important?
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
So maybe the door below is a mega
No,
investigation.
still a mini investigation.
Here! I tried, but I hurt myself.
You kick it, gung-ho style.
I
Entering
critically
the
failed.
premises style. But the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar rattling inside, laughing at you.
All right, let's trash the place.
Let's not.
Alright, fine. I can't open the door yet. Heroic's like 18 check. And I've got 7 physical instrument. I've got 5 physical instruments, so really not a lot. Alright then, Hardy boys. You thought you were so fucking clever and that she would corroborate your story, but no, she has led you, sold you like a kipper. Done you up. Let's leave. Titus, my boy. You've been naughty, telling Porky Pies. And I've got you in a trap, me little fucker. I've got you in me little trap. And now I'm gonna close the snare. And you're gonna be mine.
The
Hello.
clothes are still hanging around. What is it now?
Hello, Chief. You little shit. Plus, it says she wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no
I
idea.
don't believe you.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
My voice rings through the room like a warning shot.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks. Frankly, it's a bit terrifying. Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T.
He turns to
What's
Titus,
the
who's still
harm,
breathing
right?
heavily.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, But at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about the tape? You lied to me.
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
Okay.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
That's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine, I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
Okay. I can put it in my tape player. Scuba dee bee dee ba dee ba da ba doo boop boop in my boombox right in front of everyone. Because I'm a fucking weirdo.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Let's play the tape.
You push Command C, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
Some kind of machinery.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Click, then silent. The rest of the tape is empty.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
What was that at the very end? Silence.
End of recording.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
I agree. He also sounded inebriated.
Still.
The lieutenant looks at the tape. You're familiar with this look now. It says look of suspicion. Who's this Corty?
Corty could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
What's Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Okay, then what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Indeed. Okay. I know I'm about to run out of time for the video, but I want to get this done now. If it goes up to an hour, it goes up to an hour. It's fine. We're making some headway, and considering all the checks I failed earlier, I need some progress. I need something good to happen. Please. I say you haven't been completely honest with me now, have you? You said you wouldn't lie to me. You were pretty candid, but you weren't telling me the whole truth. You were telling me bits of it. Now I need to know what actually happened, friend.
Hello, officer. What brings
Titus-
you up here again?
Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring. As the porcelain meets the metal table, this does not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
She arches her brow. Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
She picks the cup back up.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
The young woman lights a new cigarette with a bit of her old one.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that, machismo?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe, even.
Coping mechanism.
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Weren't you afraid?
Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? In Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward.
She thinks.
He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being. What kind of man was he? Before you go, ask for details. She seems okay to talk about it.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some more time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations, recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
It was a map of his service history.
Sure, service history. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Showing off the chicks, how so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason.
Is this Orani's lit?
Don't interrupt.
He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, but what's this, baby?" And he's like, "Saw some bat shit there. Killed some loincloths." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this.
Oh yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean?
No thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
She pours herself some more coffee.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Not a very fun story.
It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic?
Where is Lelystad? The place, I mean.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat.
There's nothing there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, no love for Mother Oranje. But wasn't he a soldier? This could be worth pursuing.
A military man, but not a patriot.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind.
The contract killer.
He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
You don't seem like much of a patriot yourself.
Mm-hmm. There is nothing on Muindi. The old world is dead, and we both knew it. Maybe Oranje did bring us together. In loathing. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
No order does he miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no.
The memory makes us smile.
We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
Looks like you were right, officer.
The lieutenant taps on his notebook once as though assigning some kind of point.
Points aren't good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die.
Better not to mention it.
The young woman looks at you, then the lieutenant, then you. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone levels.
His eyes were blue?
Yes. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies. It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
I think we're finished with this line of questioning.
All right.
The lieutenant puts a slip back in his desk and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Let's return to this later, miss.
Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42.
That's what she said, yes.
Below the damage, the weeks of decomposition, all the swollen indignity of mortality. He was 42 years old.
Where's this going?
How old are you? That's where this is going. 45,000 liters of raw alcohol has left its disfigurements. What lies beneath, you wonder? You could ask either one of them.
Miss, how old do you think I am?
How old do I think you are?
She's buying time to formulate the best answer.
I don't know. 1, 2. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. How old is a newborn cop who doesn't remember he's a cop?
I think I'm circa 35.
You're not.
Sure he is. You know, age is just a number.
Yes, but for him that number is much larger than 35.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements.
I thought circa 35 meant I was from the year 35, not that I was 35 years old. I wanted to say I was old. Bring it on, I'm not afraid of the truth.
To the laboratorium.
Date of birth generator. Your face looks like it's 58 and your body feels like it's 60. Your mind feels like it's lived for 1 day or 100, both longer than they ought to be, the day and the century. But for how long, then, has this thing attached to your sentience walked the planet's crust? Time to start racking these brains of yours, Elder One. When and where were you born? Got 2 skill points to spend, but I need them for empathy and things, so... Right, thank you, Classier. Let's go back to Titus and say, the tape also isn't real, you dickhead. You thought you could beat me at my own game, but I am too clever for you. For I am Super Cop. Sorry, Cop, as well, though. I am terribly sorry for having to bring this up, but... I have become Cop. Solver of cases. Destroyer of worlds. Good. I could probably inspect the body a bit more now, too. Titus, my man. How you doing?
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
You fucked up again. So I talked to Classier about the tape.
And
nothing. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
Uh-huh.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
She pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
She said she'd like to be a little dog gunner herself if she could.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
I think you had a lie plan, but she didn't play along.
I ask for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
This tape was the last chance for her to do what was planned.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us. Unlike you.
Fantastic. So now, you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Yeah, guys. We should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent. They're confused. This is growing over their heads.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!"
He throws his beer can down.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There's a silence in the room. Alan starts saying something and thinks best not to.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Okay. Rhetoric. I'm going to take off now. Just let me get some rhetoric. Real quick. Convincing me being manipulated. Can I get my rhetoric up? That's rhetoric down. Rhetoric is something I've not had to make better or worse yet. That's higher rhetoric. Is there anything that's lowering my rhetoric? No. Okay. I've already got 7. But I'll see you guys next time when we see whether I can convince him he's being manipulated. See you then. Goodbye.